Good morning, guys. It's actually not morning, but let's just pretend. Today, I'm going to be starting my new series, which I'm titling Let Me Style You. Essentially, I'm going to be going in store with clients, people that want to be styled by me, and I'm going to style them up, whether it be for a particular occasion or whether it just be like a wardrobe, a revamp. So today, my client is actually male, and I actually want to get into styling men more because I just feel like men don't experiment with their fashion sense as much as women do. So it's nice to just show them how different clothing pieces would fit on them and just give them like a different taste of what they normally wear. First, I started by pinning some ideas to a Pinterest board just to give a clearer idea of the silhouettes and the style we were going to be going for. My client's actually going to Sweden, so it's kind of spring but cold spring weather over there. So I had to keep that in mind as well. But more playing around with silhouettes and tones. He mentioned that he wanted to push out the boat with his style a little bit, so I had that in mind. And he also mentioned that he wanted to start dressing a little bit smarter. So that was kind of the vibe that we were going for: smarter, cool silhouettes, and neutral tones. So essentially, I'm just going to be taking you guys shopping with me, and you'll see the process of me picking out the pieces being tried on. And I think it's just going to be a nice little fun series so you can kind of see a little bit more just how you can be styled and different ways to experiment with clothing as well. And I think it's nice to see it on different body types as well, just to give people a better and more rounded idea of how different pieces would fit on them. So I think that's a nice thing about the in-store experience. You just get to try on a bunch of different silhouettes that you wouldn't have previously, or that you might not have gravitated towards or thought would look good on you. But let's go. As you can see, I ended up at Oxford Circus and decided to go to my first location a little bit earlier, which was Zara. Obviously, headed down to the menswear section. And when I say Zara had a lot of knitwear going on, a lot of the neutral tones that we wanted to go for, which was quite nice and, surprising, but it was quite nice, especially as spring is coming up. Very muted tones, browns, creams, and I really liked the crochet that was going on. So I got there a bit earlier just to scope out the scene, pick up a few pieces, and I gravitated towards this cropped shirt. I didn't really like the print on it, but I liked the raw hem, I liked the cut of it, and it retailed for £23, which I think is a bit expensive for what it was. I also picked up this jacket, which I love the texture. Very nice. Retailed for £60, which I think is more reasonable for the kind of jacket it was, and I think it's kind of adjustable. This grey jacket I really did like, but I think it's something that can easily become, not like it's an obvious, like when you're wearing it multiple times. So that's something I kind of had to keep in mind. I went for these flared jeans. I noticed a lot of guys tend to stick to skinny jeans, which these were good because they had a zip detail, as you can see going down it, which means you can wear it in a skinny way, but then you can also unzip it and it becomes a flared jean. So I thought that was a really, really, really cool feature. Next was this black, slightly cropped shirt, but longer length than the other one I showed before. And then I liked this pair of shoes, but they didn't have it in his size, so I left it. I also noticed they had a lot of kind of graffiti-esque details going on. You can see with the writing, with the paint splatter, with the floral motif. It's just a lot of graffiti and artsy vibes going on, but some cool pieces all together. Now, time for the try on portion. The first thing we tried on were the flared trousers, which we tried on true to size and they weren't really given a flare. And I did really like the crop of this shirt, think it was a good length. We tried on with shoes just to get a better idea of where it would fall. But he is 6'3", so we decided later on to size up. As you can see, it's got more of a flare in this size, and I really love the fit of this shirt. He didn't really like this fit as much as he did the black one, but it was nice to see how it looked on. However, the thing I like about the cropped shirts is it gives a more defined and purposeful silhouette. As you can see in the side by side, the white crop is a bit shorter in the sense that if you did lift up your arms, you would see skin unless you're wearing a vest under. But a black is more of a nice, subtle crop. So it just depends on what your vibe is. But the crop silhouettes are just nicer and they just look more tailored in general as opposed to a completely oversized top. But I think it depends on the occasion and it depends on the fit and the proportions of your body, which one would be better to go for. I really think this flare detail is so cool. It's just a really nice detail and it just makes it more versatile. The boxy crop of this jacket was really nice. You can see it's very flattering on, but we decided not to go with this jacket just because it is a more popular piece and he didn't want pieces that he felt he couldn't wear again and again. So although it was nice, we decided to leave it behind. I decided to pick up these next jeans because they kind of reminded me of the Attico jeans, but I think they would look much better if we sized up a few. The jacket was nice and casual. I like the print, he liked the print, and it's just a nice, easy jacket for spring. Next, we went into H&M, which you can see this crop silhouette for the menswear is very popular. I've seen it in quite a few stores and I think it's just nicer overall. We obviously decided to go down a smarter route, so picked up a pair of black smart trousers and this cream knit jumper as well, and then also some tailored jeans because I feel like the shorter length and the more purposeful length just makes it seem smarter overall, so it's easier to dress up and it's easier to dress casually as well. I actually picked them up in the white, the grey, and also a pair of blue jeans as well. And I feel like sometimes it's nicer to see it on with shoes as well. So I ended up picking two pairs of shoes, one smarter, one more casual. And I like the contrast of the cream against the white. And then we also tried it with the black trousers, which these were too slim for the street style vibe that we were going for. So ended up leaving those behind and tried on the grey. I think the grey worked nicely against the cream, but they were lighter than he would want to go for, so we ended up leaving those behind as well. But I think it's just nice to show just different silhouettes on. Onto Bershka. Bershka had a similar jacket to the Zara one, and this one retailed for £60 as well. And it's nice that it was dark instead of the lighter grey colour because it made it more wearable. We paired the Zara leather jacket with these flared grey joggers just to show that it is more wearable and can be worn casually or more dressy, which was nice. And then here's my little fit check. I wore all black because I feel like stylists just wear all black. And how cool is this jacket that YouTube sent me? So cool. And then we finished off the day at Zara where we picked up a few pieces, found some baggier smart trousers and a cream short sleeve knit, which I didn't end up recording, but very good pieces. And I showed him a few ways that they could be styled. And that was the end of the day. I hope you guys did enjoy this a little first episode of the Let Me Style You series, and I hope I'll be doing a lot more of them. If you want to be styled in store with me, then you can DM me, or if you want to be styled like virtually, then you can also DM me and I'll give you more details about that. However, if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you in my next video. Goodbye and God bless.